When people say, I wish for things to go back to normal again, I say, if what happened these last few years has taught you anything, what we had before was anything but normal. Living in slumber, allowing our addiction to pleasure to be exploited so that over generations we may become domesticated and weakened into slaves. We only lived in a matrix built to make us become as robots. More can be done with sugar than with a stick. You should see that that's what it always was about. They desire for you to respond to impulses and obey. Abandon your survival instincts and not recognize the manner in which you are becoming open prey. That makes us all vulnerable now that they are ready to pull out the stick. We all have a duty to each other, because one man cannot fight this machine, this beast, by oneself. That is the essence of why they have worked so tirelessly for us to adopt an atomized lifestyle, more connected with these devices than truly connected with each other and dependent of their mediums of pseudo-interaction. We are being conditioned in much the same way as do members of a cult. Though I may know the truth as an individual, if most of my fellows live in blindness and will do as instructed in fear, then in the end they will surely secure their own fate along with my own. Most of all, we have a duty to our progeny. Only thinking about oneself in the present is the disease that will bring us to our extinction. They may persuade you that this or that indulgence or behavior is not harmful and is for our personal convenience. We must not be so easily deceived and consider our current actions, our current tolerances, and how it will indeed affect the lives of our children. I assure you, for them, it will be living hell. And how selfish. If our ancestors had our kind of attitude, we could never have lived to become so apathetic and entitled as we are now. So we must be insightful and use the time we have left to build a community so we can depend on each other when times get rough. We must have skills, not just for our own futile attempt to live in isolation, but so that you and your neighbors have something to bring to the table and can strategize as a group, have something to barter the fruits of those skills with. The knowledge of those skills can also be preserved for future generations. If we are still living for the old normal, we are giving up our opportunity to preserve what is left of our own humanity before it is sacrificed to the altar of where our continual passivity and the advancement of technology is intentionally being used to lead us. Those who are to remain alive are to be considered as nothing more than useless things to be socially engineered by a small group of all-powerful men who have suited the conditions of society and this technology to achieve the status of gods. It will come to pass as long as men choose to live as animals and be herded as such.